Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, May 8th, 2023. Let's find out what's going on the Forex economic calendar today. As you can see, all of the events are medium importance, so no very important event today. Well, last Friday was the NAB Friday, so I guess everyone had the portion of the very important data already in their mind last week. So for this week, it looks like it will be a little bit more quieter, at least on Monday. So monetary policy meeting minutes and services PMI were published overnight. Those data are from Japan, and as you can see, the services PMI beats the expectations of 54.9 with the actual reading of 55.4, which is even better than the previous reading of 55 points. So we are going definitely to take a look at the US dollar to Japanese yen for our chart soon. NAB Business Confidence and Building Approvals data from Australia had been published overnight. We got still ahead of us some data from the Germany. Oh, it was published already. German industrial production is minus 3.4%, which is way disappointing than the forecast of minus 1.3%. And way lower than the previous reading as well. So we'll definitely take a look at the euro dollar. German BUBA Vice President Buch will give a speech at 9:10. And later on during the New York session, we got the speech from the ECB lane at 4 o'clock. So euro dollar for sure, Australian dollar to the US dollar will be analyzed as well, and the US dollar to the Japanese yen. We are going to start the technical part from the last one. US dollar to the Japanese yen 4-hour chart looks very interesting. Just recently we have this very nice bounce from the local low. Let me just point it out for you. The local low made at 133.51. This local bounce is so far looking good. We touched the 50 periods moving average, yes, and now we are trading between 50 and 100 periods moving average. So the local high was made around the level of 135.30. So right now, this is how it looks like. We got this very big reversal on the daily time frame chart, as you can see here. Now we are trying to retrace some ground. So if we are talking about the retracements, we have our Fibonacci tool, of course, so we can see what kind of a retracement we can count on. We got this situation here, okay, from the bottom to the top. So 38% already retraced. The 38% level was located at 135.14, so we retraced 38%. Now we might be heading towards 50%, which is at 135.66, or even 61%, which is located at 136.16. So plenty of ground to cover right now for bulls. The momentum looks good. It's a kind of a positive. However, it's still below this level of 50. As we know, this is the neutral level. So despite the fact that it looks like it's a very much strong momentum rebounding from the extremely oversold market conditions, still we are not trading above the level of 50, above the neutral level of 50. So any movement upside towards 50 or 61% of the retracement will definitely be the movement that will pass the level of 50 on the RSI indicator as well. So the outlook is still rather to the downside, because that looks very impulsive, this reversal here. This movement to the upside looks corrective, and we are waiting for another wave to the downside. That should be made soon. Another market we would like to cover is Australian dollar to the US dollar. And as we can see on the 4-hour chart, again, the market is approaching the recent highs. Let me just point it out for you. This recent high is located at the level of 6,799 pips. It's of course it's of course the technical resistance. We got one more level here, which is located at 6,796, and of course this is the technical resistance as well. Movement from the level of 6,576 looks very solid. It's being, of course, backed up by the momentum. The momentum is still below the level of 70, so there's some room to the upside for the Australian dollar. And please notice the fact that we are trading very, very close to the key technical resistance. There's one more level. I didn't notice this one. There you go. 6,809. That's another technical resistance. So this zone might be critical for bulls right now, because any breakout above this zone will open the run to the higher level, but the momentum will be already above the level of 70, which is of course the extremely overbought market conditions, right? So last time what we've done when we hit this level, there you go, hit the level, go down, hit the level or break it, go down, hit the level or break it, most likely we will go lower. So please keep an eye on this situation here, and how this level will be played by the market participant. Will there be any breakout, or maybe it will be some sort of the, as you can see, pin bar, or maybe bearish engulfing pattern or something like this. That would mean, of course, the market is right now in the pullback mode from the extremely overbought levels. So that's the Australian dollar. Let's take a look at the euro dollar, because it's very interesting to see how the market reacts on the poor data from the Germany. And on the 4-hour chart of the euro dollar, we can clearly see that this doesn't actually make any much of the impact on the market, because we are still, as you can see, trading inside of this very specific range. There's again the wall of the local resistance, which is located, as you can see, roughly between 1.11, 1.1092. Okay, so we can see these levels, and one more level will be somewhere around 1.1076, and that's the known, well-known supply zone located on the 4-hour chart. The market still trades above the 50 and 100 periods moving average. Nevertheless, this movement here is no way impulsive. It looks more like a topish pattern. It looks more like the market is trying to break higher, but it doesn't have enough momentum. And the bulls are just basically trying to hold the ground, but as soon as the bigger momentum comes to this market, it might drop significantly, because that movement here is more likely like a topish kind of a pattern, like a pattern that might be soon well known to all of us. Let me just put one more line here, and it would be some sort of the topping pattern. So let me just find out if I can do the, let's say this will be some kind of a wedge, okay, some kind of a, let's say like a falling wedge, for example, like this, something like that. Yeah, maybe even with this line a little bit lower. So the outcome from of course that kind of a falling wedge is to the downside. Sooner or later, this kind of a movement might happen, especially because, as you can see, the market doesn't know where it wants to go. It's going up and down, whipsaw movement is present here. So the market participants clearly do not have any direction, do not have any conviction in the recent movements on the euro dollar. So it can be made with the conviction, with the momentum, with the strength that this kind of a movement requires. And so far, what I see, it's kind of a triangle-ish kind of a falling wedge pattern at the 4-hour chart, which more likely be developed for quite some time yet. And then the most likely outcome is again to the downside on the euro dollar. So please be aware of this situation. Be aware of the possible drop in the US dollar pair. If not today, then maybe in the coming days. So this is the pattern we are going to follow in the next analysis. For this one, for this analysis, that's everything from me. Thank you very much for watching it, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. So take care and bye bye.